Hi everyone, welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. I've just received in the post some beautiful eye candy pigments which I haven't used before, and I'm going to use them today in a double dip. So I'm just using a small 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre tile here today, which I've just cleaned with a baby wipe just to get any dirt off, and that's all the preparation I do there. So the beautiful colours that I'm going to use today, this one's the Barney purple, absolutely gorgeous. I hope you can see that colour, gorgeous. And I'm going to use the penny copper, which is actually very glittery. When it comes out of the packet, it's quite large chunks, but look at that colour, beautiful. And I'm going to use the Matcha green, lovely, and the rainbow red, which is sort of a quite of a pinky sort of a red. And then the blue is the, now it's spelled Ajisai, so Ajisai blue. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's the most gorgeous, gorgeous blue. As you can see there. Okay, so my base is just going to be actually the, where is it? The Eraldo di Paolo black mixed with Australian Floetrol. And that's just to give a base for me to work on. I don't think I'm going to use any cell activator, although I'm tempted to put a little drop of the Amsterdam black cell activator on, but we'll see how we go. So first of all, I'm just going to lay down the black. I'll just pop this up on just to keep it up. So just do a very thin coat. I just realised I've still got my mask on. I was just wearing a mask when I was doing the pigments. Always wear a mask when you're mixing up pigments. The very fine mica can get in your lungs and it's not good for you. No, there's some artists who do YouTube who do not wear any PPE other than maybe rubber gloves every now and then, and it's really not advisable. You really need to keep those fine particles out of your lungs. So just wear a mask. You don't have to have a respirator necessarily for particles. Respirator's great if you're doing resin work, but just when you're doing anything with the fine particles, just the a mask for particles is fine. Okay, so I'm just doing that thin layer, and this is a double dip that I'm doing today. So I'm just putting the paint on this tile, and I'm just going to dip the other one on top. Okay, so I'm just going to lay down my paints. Just going to try and do little circles if I can. It's always hard to do a circle when you're coming out of a container like this rather than out of a squeezy bottle. A squeezy bottle is always much easier to get shapes. So they're not exact, but they'll be fine. Okay, now I'll get the rainbow red. A little bit of this paint goes a very long way. So I just made those up into some little shot glasses there, and I'll have plenty of paint. Next is the Barney purple, gorgeous colour. It looks like that one's a little bit thinner than the others. And go basically in the middle. And now I'll put the copper, Kenny copper. Just going to place it around the edges, sort of randomly. I think it will come out beautiful against that black base. I find that Eraldo black makes a really nice smooth base. It's one of your less expensive paints, but it's still very good. And now the green. Okay, now I've just left my other tile completely unpainted. Sometimes you can put paint on that, it just depends what you're trying to get. And we'll just get rid of these few bubbles. So as I say, I'm just leaving this completely unpainted, and I'm just going to dip that on top there. Make sure it's touching everywhere. And then hold the bottom one down while you lift the top one off. Oh, how beautiful is that? It's lovely. Not quite touching on the corners there. I'll just have to touch those corners up. I always wonder which is the best one, the bottom or the top. They're lovely. So I need to put a little bit more paint around the edges here. You see, a lot of paint did transfer, even though I had no paint on the one I put on the top, which is this one I'm touching up now. Bring those over into the view a bit better. Just make sure I've covered all those edges with the black. Okay. So now I'm just going to take my skewer and just do some little wrecking lines through here. Love the green and that beautiful copper. And these colours here are really pretty too. A little bit of cell activity happening there. So I'm just bringing a bit of shape into these little flower shapes. Just draw some more shape in here. Oh, that's pretty there. Well, they've turned out quite pretty. I'll just turn that overhead light off. I can see that's really reflecting on that now. Alrighty. I think they've turned out really pretty. So here we are coming down for the close-up of this pear. Very pretty. And that copper is just sparkling away. And those colours are beautiful. I really love this piece here. And here's the matching one. That was the one that was on top. And you can see all that paint transferred just onto a tile that had no paint on it at all. So there you go, guys. Do you like those? I think they're really pretty. See you back here in Studio 33 in the not too distant future. Until then, stay safe. Bye-bye.